Alrighty, and we are live. Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming with Gyozaplanet. I know it's been a while, let's just say. And happy holidays everybody. At the time of making this, it is December 25th, also known as, well, Christmas. And I hope everybody is having happy holidays, either family, by themselves, and yeah, hope you guys are having a good time. So, couple of things. One, why am I playing Hawked? Well, thing is I actually got a comment a couple of weeks ago from a user who, if you'll give me a minute, I'll pull them up. Saw one of my older Hawked videos, actually, I think it was the last one I did, and was like, hey, could you play, yes, it was Evan is a what? Little dude with like a cat as a profile picture, and wanted to know if I could do some Hawks gameplay, because if you've been following the channel, you know that after like about 2-3 months ago I stopped doing gameplay and I started doing more VOD review stuff, mainly because it was more time efficient for me, but also because I wanted to and it just lined up better for me. So, yeah, I decided to come back mainly because I haven't played Hawks in a while, and they're like the updates have been not many, so I wanted to see like, are people still playing? How is everything going? All that. B, I thought it'd be fun also because I will, to give the developers credit, when they do like redesigns like the Halloween one, the New Year's one, and now the Christmas redesign of the lobby, it is always so incredibly well done. Like, look at this! Look at this! The ice here, the floor here is ice! This is an ice skating rink, basically. And then, oh yeah, well, okay, this is kind of part of just the big Season 3 thingy, but yeah, it's just so cool. And we got little balloons, we got of course, the giant Christmas tree. The little tusks here are like, have turned into icicles and they've got little lights on them. We have the Santa data sheet, I suppose that's what that is. We've got little wreaths and garlands all over the place. Oh yeah, you know these vents here? These vents? If you don't know these vents, or if you don't know much about them, they've always been kind of a pain for me, mainly because they're incredibly loud when you walk right by them. Which means whenever I've been filming, it's kind of been, well, a struggle, because if I'm doing parkour around the lobby, which I usually do, I can't stand in front of these. But yeah, and they've been, they're candy cane themed now, so that's nice. We've got this little panel here, and then there's like kind of like frost on the windows everywhere. Okay, that's cool. The shovels and the stockings, Nelly. The giant mirror in the back has little lights all over it, and there are stars hanging. That's cool. And then Bjorn has a giant Santa bag. That's funny. And look, they have Christmas outfits. Oh, that's so cool. Or okay, at least Bjorn has a Christmas outfit, and so does Nelly. Tabitha is not really in the Christmas spirit. Makes sense. She's not really the kind of person who would do that. Anyways, so another thing that I wanted to talk about is this is the dashboard, as you can imagine, and it's kind of where stuff is done. And I'm gonna say thank you to everybody who's been following me, because we finally did it. We hit 60 subscribers, which I will admit, it's not a lot. 60 is a small crowd. Okay, but still, considering that I went from, if we rewind through the content, also, I'm going to be making, there should be another edited review coming out soon, today or in the future. So, if we rewind, I've done 215 videos. I started this all the way back. Wow. Well, I have made a lot of videos. Okay. Here we go. My goodness. So. Okay, I underestimated how many videos I made. I started this all the way back in January. It's been almost a full year since I've been doing this. And since then, well, a lot has happened. That's not the right button. I've made almost I've made over 200 videos. I've gotten myself 60 subscribers. My biggest video to date is filter by views. Okay, so this one is technically my biggest video. That's not right. This, however, is my biggest video. 266 of you were interested in getting better at Tab G, and I know that at least a good amount of them, I'd say about at least 50 of them, it actually helped them, either because I've talked with them on Discord, I've like seen them in game or stuff like that, and the fact that I've been able to help over 250 people improve at Tab G is quite amazing, honestly. And also the stuff I've managed to do, I've managed to basically build myself, whatchamacallit, I made myself an actual niche in the Tab G like world, which honestly, I don't really have very good aim. I don't really have very good aim. I don't have the skills per se to be able to get super high kills or do montages or super flashy plays. What I am good at is just telling people, hey, you suck at this, hey, you're good at this. And from what I've been like seeing here, people really like that. So I'm glad to see that people are appreciate that. And also, like, I've gotten a good amount of people who've like come to me asking for assistance to get better at Tab G, which is fantastic, mainly because I really like helping people improve at stuff, especially video games, because I'm really good at video games. And so I'm very happy for that. And so yes, thank you to everybody who's been watching. Even if you watched the very first video I made, or like your most recent video is the Bee Eater review, or you've been here since I started doing gaming videos, whatever it is, thank you for watching and for being here as part of it. And yeah, I mean so we're gonna queue up, and I'm just gonna start talking a bit, mainly because, well, I haven't actually done one of these in a very long time. Most of the time when I do my review videos, I can't really talk like I used to, because back in the day what I used to do is, if you've never seen one of these before, is that I would do gameplay videos. I'd basically load in, do a little like mini intro where I just start talking, we get into a match, and then I would commentate on me playing and just start talking about stuff. Now, there's a minor issue with this, which is that I can't really do this, or like I can't do this at all when whatchamacallit, when I'm doing my review videos, because I'm doing my review videos, most of what I need to talk about needs to be about the stuff, about the gameplay that's happening of the other person, which means that I can't really commentate on like what I did this week, or like a new book I'm reading or stuff like that, because it's kind of not related. I don't really have I suppose there's just not enough room in the video itself for that to fit in. Wow, you're really not gonna let me test the firing range. Okay. So, yeah, we'll do a match, see how far we get, and also okay, good, I did close out Firefox. Firefox is great. It's a very good browser, but it does start to like tax your computer a bit, especially stuff like the YouTube creator page and Twitch especially. It does not like them at all. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I've had a very good Christmas so far. I got myself a couple of nice things. A lot of like assorted candy. I got some Tootsie Rolls. I got some cinnamon chewing gum. I got some caramels. I love caramels so much. Some little candy canes. Candy canes are nice. I got myself a couple of other things. I got myself some socks, which are fantastic. Like, you might think that socks or clothing are a terrible gift. If you're young, this makes sense. You're not really looking for that kind of thing. Once you start getting older, it's fantastic, because having somebody
In every rise of the tide, the rules of exile transform in some way. We call these tidal shifts, and they change with every expedition to the island. Learn to ride the waves of these tidal shifts. They can be the edge you need to prosper.
Okay. So, Hello, you. Yep. Anyway, so yeah. I also got myself a couple of other nice things. Let's see, what else did I get? I got myself a book. I got myself some camping gear, which is fantastic. Mainly because I used to do, like, backpacking and stuff like that, a while ago. A long time ago. But, I don't really do it now, mainly because I do not have the time, nor do I have the money. But it is nice. We'll stick with the Muldoon for now. And then, oh, I still got it. Well, I can say that once we actually get into a fight.
Shoot the symbols on the pillar and they appear on the nearby pedestals.
Yes, Bjorn, I haven't, it hasn't been that long. Let's see, wave slingshot heart. So, that was pretty nice. We're, also got a couple of other things going on. Me and my family are gonna go out later today to this, holiday thing. It should be fun. Hold on. They're wearing little elf hats! They were wearing little elf hats. Oh, that's amazing. That is hilarious. Yeah, look, he's got a little reindeer hat on. Oh, that's so funny. There we go. Now it's nice. I also got myself a new game recently. Well, I got myself 2 new games recently.
To react to all sorts of treasures within its range. Just listen and look for an alert on your hip when loot is within reach.
Okay, hold on, this is backfiring. I always forget that when you're hanging on these high ledges here, you can't actually do the shoot over the ledges thing, it just doesn't work.
See what you've got.
Ow. Wrong button. I meant to hit my hit flask, not the thing. Alright, so yeah. So I got myself
Something is making the ground
2
shake.
games recently. One of them is a game called Pacific Drive, and one of them is a
stock
game
up
called
at the
Score
shop.
with a Gun. As you can imagine, neither of them are very serious games.
You've gained a lot of
Oh.
credit. Exchange
Enemies
your
nearby.
credit for armaments at any of our temporary stores across
I gotta be
the island.
careful because
Somebody's close.
there are 2. Seeing as Hawk has not many players nowadays, it's either 2 options of players. It's either a new player, like this guy, who, poor guy, does not know what is happening to him. So yeah, anyways, as I'm saying, whenever you get the little alert that there's an enemy nearby, especially now, in the current state of the game, you have to be very careful because there's 2 options. One, it's a brand new player who's trying out the PvP mode because they thought, hey, it sounds like fun. Or 2, it's a veteran who's just looking to squash everybody else who wants to play this. Or even worse, it's a full squad of veterans. So that's 3 full, like, completely decked out maximum power veterans. Sorry, kiddo.
I'm hit.
Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on, this is backfiring. Okay, I have not played Hawk in a very long time. I'm not very good anymore. Oh goodness. Okay, yeah, I am much worse at this game than I thought. Well then. What? Do you not get revives anymore? Okay, I could have sworn that in the patch notes of the new season that you get 4 revives when you're playing as a solo. That might have been only in the whatchamacallit mode. The other mode. Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna be honest, I played that absolutely terribly. What I really should have done is just throw 2 grenades and then shoot them shoot them with the rifle instead of trying to shotgun them. We have stuff in reserve. Absolutely not. No. We'll take a tight frame, and then we shall take a what do we have in reserve here? Another Muldoon, I suppose. And what else? We have none of these because I have not played any. I have not played Hawk in a very long time, so I don't have any of the upgrades. That's not very good. Anyways, yeah, so I will admit I probably should have won that fight, let's be honest. However, I have no idea what I'm doing since as I mentioned before, I have not played in a very, very long time. I also probably should have just started and gone, like, full melee, because that one gives you, like, I think it's like 20 to 50% bonus melee damage. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers, but it is a lot of bonus melee damage. So, yeah, that sucks. I didn't really lose much, which is fine. But yeah, 2 new games I got. One of them is a game called Pacific Drive. The general premise is, if you've heard of Stalker, the game series, it's Stalker but with a car instead of firearms. If you haven't heard of Stalker, basically the idea is that you're this delivery person who's gotten themselves stuck in this reality warping place where, like, everything just kind of shifts in instants. Oh, actually, while I'm talking, I should change my look. So, yeah. Let's see. Don't I have a festive piece here? No, apparently not. Okay. Well, I guess I just have a festive hat. Ooh, these are cool. Okay, that is epic. I don't have the money for it though. Alas. Anyways. The general premise, yeah, so you're a delivery person stuck in this reality warping place where you kind of just have to travel around. And because every reality is completely unstable, what it means is that you're going to run into a lot of what are called anomalies. They're strange monsters or phenomena in the area. For example, one of these things is, well, I suppose, like, one of the first ones you'll run into are called tourists. Tourists are basically mannequins that move when you're not looking at them. They're not necessarily lethal per se. They blow up when you hit them with your car, when you, like, punch them or stuff like that, but they're not gonna, like, run at you and try and murder you. They're just a hazard to deal with. Another one is, it's called a bollard, B-O-L-L-A-R-D. It's basically a, giant, like, chunk of... I did not think I had squad fill on, but I suppose I do. Anyways, this is the, yeah. Enemies blow up on death. Anyways, so for example, you have, like, the tourists, which are mannequins that blow up when you, like, run them over. You have bollards, which are basically, like, giant clumps of ground that, like, shoot up into pillars, which... Since you spend most of the game in a car, it's kind of annoying because it can send your car flying, or even worse, flip your car, which is really bad if you have some of the more dangerous enemies around. You also can run into, for example, what's called the Minuteman, which is kind of like an electrical pylon that kind of appears and it branches to itself, so it makes electrical arcs that that deal damage to you when you pass through them, and a ton of stuff like this. And so the general idea is that of the game is that you go traveling around, grabbing resources, because it's like a survival game. So goodbye.
Something's making the ground shake.
Anyways, this is a type frame. I forgot I had the type frame equipped, I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was a full auto rifle. Nice. Anyways, so the general premise of the game is that you have this magical car. The car is also magical. So on top of all the monsters and everything, the car you have is also kind of like reality warping, which is quite convenient because it can do things like teleport, or teleport to a place, teleport from a place. Where do you think you're going?
Let's see what you got.
And a couple of other things. And so what you do, the general idea is that you take the car, and so you use the car and you upgrade the car as you travel. So when you start off, the car is kind of crummy. It's got not really great stats, it's got barely any health and everything. So as you upgrade it, you get access to new stuff. You get better tires, they're like better on off-road sections. Yeah, you get better tires that are better on like off-road instead of just roads themselves, which is very convenient since you spend a lot of time like not on roads. Oh right, grenades. I forgot about that modifier. You get access to different types of like paneling and stuff like that for your car, so you can get like insulated panels which protect you from electric damage. You can get lead panels that protect you from radiation damage, etc., etc. Hold on. Stuff like that, and what you can also do is you can modify the car with
Tiles on the contraptions to rise the waters from within. When both are overflowing and clear.
God, I hate this minigame. Anyways, yeah, so you can get, on top of modifying your car, you can also give it special abilities. For example, you can give it stuff like, modified car jack that gives you the ability to, like, jump with the car. You can also give it more outlandish stuff like, an anti-gravity field, a time-slowing field. Would you frick off? And now I have to redo from scratch. There we go. So yeah. Ton of stuff. And so the general premise of the game is that you use the car and you go traveling around this, well, the reason it's called Pacific Drive and not just Spooky Environment Drive is that it's set in the Pacific Northwest, which is like the, it's part of the United States, and it's a lot of forest. Like, it is a spooky amount of forest. And so what happens is that you spend all this time driving around these, like, really beautiful forest landscapes and everything, and then as you get deeper and deeper into, like, the area where, to the, like, place, it changes. So for example, Area 1 is just a standard course, Area 2 starts including like marshlands, and then I think Area 3 has like floating islands or something, I don't remember, but, or at least, I haven't gone that far yet, and from what I remember about like demos or stuff in the game, it's been a while, so. But yeah, very fun game, very relaxing, like, the day I got it, I started playing it in the morning, and I didn't stop playing it until late into the night, which is not very common for me. I usually play a game, and then I swap to another game, and then I swap to another game. So. And then the other game I got as part of a Secret Santa thing I did with it was a Secret Santa thing I did. It was a game called Squirrel with a Gun. As you can imagine, the game is about a squirrel with a gun. It's kind of self-explanatory. No, like, seriously. You would think there's more to it? Not really. It's kind of just like, it's kind of just an open world game where you're a squirrel who has access to a gun, who has to beat up government agents and discover secrets and everything. And so you can get, like, new outfits with special abilities. For example, there's a bomb suit that makes you immune to explosions. There's a bomb suit that makes you immune to explosions. There's a cowboy hat that gives you better, like, that makes it so when you use whatchamacallit, a safety gun. When you use a cowboy gun, revolver, it's more effective. Stuff like that. And so you have to do just kind of silly tasks like blow up a barbecue, blow up a. Ooh, that's a good find. I don't remember exactly what that does. I think it's a quest. Yeah, we need to find comics from things. So, good news is, so far we haven't found any enemies. Nope. Oh. Oh, it's an infected renegade. Okay.
Been infected by the corruption. By the looks of them, some are more infected than others. And dangerous. Free them
Oh, yeah.
from sickness with their fur.
So if you hear those gunshots right now, those are not...
You
Whoa.
want to find some of the Grail survivors? I know just where they're hiding. Go on, give them a helping hand.
That's Diego. Okay, so we have the curse survived, we have the curse thingies, and we also have this quest to find. Oh, I see. The renegades, so they're hiding. To nobody's surprise, fire damage does not work on fire-based enemies. Did that progress my quest? They did. That's nice. We do need to be careful. There are the corrupted renegades around here, and they hurt like hell. Good news is we have a bit more shield than if we were in a 3-person squad, because the less people you have, the more tanky or the more stat ups you get, which is nice. So, but yeah. And honestly, it's a very silly game, but it's also a very well-made game. Like, you think the premise of beating people up as a squirrel would be over in like 5 minutes, but no, you actually, like, each zone introduces something new.
Loot any trinkets you uncover. I'm sorry to do this, but you make excellent things. Hey, lizards, they're over here. Come and get them.
Ah, boy. I really hate that guy. I mean, he did kind of betray the entirety of Grail. So he betrayed Grail, sold out to...
I have no choice. It's sink or swim out here. Look, take the glyph I found while they were busy with you. Just don't hit me.
Whoa, okay, that's a nice one.
Treasure. Secure loot at an extraction point. Hurry.
Okay.
I came through. So, how's about you take me back to the Riftway? Hey, I promise no more double crosses.
Bodhi, you are short-lived in
Extract
animals.
the caravan artifact back to us. You'll need the space if you're making a run for the treasury's artifact. I don't know if you were trying to prove your treasure hunting skills to me or to yourself. Either way, you'd be a welcome member of my expedition. Any renegade can raid a temple, but few can do it with impeccable style.
Oh, that's
Let's
nice. I
talk about
progressed
your
the
future,
Tabitha quest,
shall we?
which I don't know if that matters much, because I don't know if she's one of the characters locked behind the DLC. But I should really just be using the shotgun, let's be honest. There. Much more effective. Okay. Let's get out of here. Or, well, we're not actually going to get out of here. We're just going to secure the artifact I have, which is right here. I already have a fallback frog, but getting a legendary one would be nice. Anyways, so yeah, it's a very silly game, but it's a very well made game, and honestly, it is quite fun. So yeah. And yeah, as I said before, it introduces new stuff each time. Zone 1 just has typical stuff. Zone 2 gives you access to a car. Well, Zone 1 gives you typical stuff in a car. Zone 2 kind of introduces you how to use the jet ski. Zone 3 is like this giant, like water parks thing.
At any of our temporary stores across the island.
No, I'm not gonna give you money. In-game money or real money, which is mainly because I don't really have much. Okay. Enemy renegade nearby. I don't know what's scenery and what's an enemy running. Oh yeah, they hold on. They've redecorated the whole map. Look. What is? Oh, it's the Peller. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, how did he just take out half of that enemy's health? And then yeah, it's the Peller. It's the bolt action sniper rifle. It's so incredibly deadly. It's mind blowing. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna start making progress over here. It says enemy renegades nearby. I have yet to see them, so until we get shot at or I see them, I'm not gonna concern myself with them. I'm gonna concern myself with getting loot though, because I lost a lot of money last time from that rather unfortunate death, and as such, you need to make some stuff. Yeah. It is nice to play Hawked after a while. It's a fun game. Like obviously the newest update where they like did the whole PvE mode. People have been bitching about it constantly, complaining, saying they've killed the game, they've split the player base, everything. Honestly, I don't mind. I've been having fun. I play the PvP mode if I want a chance to run into other players. I play PvE mode if I want to just like kind of do stuff. Now, admittedly, I haven't played much Hawk at all. That's not because of anything. It's literally just because of school classes. So that's it. That's literally it. It's a fun game to come back to. And seeing as so, actually, this is something I mentioned at the start of the video, and that's the fact that the game hasn't really been getting much at all. It hasn't been really getting much content. Well, content minimal, but like also like bug fixes or like anything. The dev team has just kind of been quiet. I mean, they're probably on vacation, let's be honest, but even back then it was like 1 or 2 small bug fixes, and that's the most of what we got in like 3 weeks. And admittedly, it sounds a bit odd, but the thing is they're actually doing this on purpose. What they're doing is that they released the season 3 thing. They've been like tuning in everything, and then starting January, February, March, they're gonna do like a huge whatchamacallit, public like advertising.
To uncover this cliff, stand on the plate beneath the pillar.
A huge marketing push, and so it's gonna be like getting people to play the game, so like sponsoring people to play the game, putting out like ads maybe, stuff like that, all of that. So hopefully with that means that we'll also get more like in-game stuff, so that means they're gonna get like progression for the storyline and other new things, which will be fun. I will admit, I don't think we've seen any new squads, or like any NP squads in this, which means there probably isn't anybody, because I don't think many people are playing the PvP mode anymore. For multiple reasons, but they just aren't. I'm not complaining. Not gonna lie. The PvP mode was fun, but it was always there. A bit biased. Like, oh yeah, fun fact, with these guys, they're I think they're called, not Chargers, something else. but kind of dodge roll past them. So like, let's say they're running over here. So like, they're running like I'm the enemy right here, and I'm running a straight line. But if I'm the player here, I can do is I can dodge to the side, and it takes them a minute because they have to stop and then turn around and charge back at you. And if you do that, completely throws them off, and it buys you a couple of seconds to keep shooting them. Actually, I'll demonstrate it right here. And then these guys are gonna get. See, I dodge past. Okay, well, hold on. As you can see there, he has to do like a full 180 and then pick up speed again to actually be able to reach me. So. Alrighty, there we go. This is the money chest. Alrighty. And then that's. Okay, and now we start blasting. Nice! I am running a bit low on plane ammo, but I always forget about that. We already have. Actually, we can just use the head flask. We don't need to spend like doing supplies. There we go. So I was going to get this thing with this trap, but my buddy decided to lure him away. Much really. So. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, it might seem odd that I'm playing video games on Christmas, which is supposed to be family time, but honestly, I don't mind. We already have an event planned later today that we're all going to. There's botanical gardens nearby. And so they've got like this light show going on, and so that should be fun. But yeah, I've just mostly been taking advantage of the Christmas break to relax because school or classes has been incredibly stressful recently, and not just stressful, but it's been a lot of stuff. So it's nice to just have a bit of a break from it all. Which is admittedly what I've been doing most of the time. I've spent doing stuff like actually. However, though, well, I'll show it off once we finish this vault. I did actually do a bit of other stuff. So I've been doing a bit of arts and crafts actually recently, in a couple of ways. I made this like little figurine doll for my sibling for Christmas as her gift. There. I don't know. They're finicky about pronouns. It's 2024. I don't keep track anymore. But anyways, it's a little like not doll, but like a little string figure kind of. Like made out of like rope. Themed around Jinx. If you've seen the show Arcane, you know Jinx. It's like one of the main characters, and my sibling is absolutely in love with the character, and like they're actually gonna like cosplay as them. I think. I'm not sure. They're still figuring out details, but they really like the character. So yeah, that's nice. And so what I did is I made her this little like figurine, and I styled it like the character from the show. And I gave the little figurine blue hair, like the blue hair, not the blue hair that you actually see in the like in the video game, because there's Jinx from League of Legends and then there's Jinx from Arcane. Jinx from League of Legends has these blue ponytail, like pigtails. From the show, she doesn't have those yet. The show takes place before the game happens, or it maybe I don't know. It's very. The whole lore thing is inconsistent. I don't know much about it. I don't really care. So, whatever. But point is, yeah. And so, it's honestly, I actually think I did a pretty good job. So, they seem to like it. But yeah, I also did some drawing recently. One of the streamers that I'm friends with, named Gyozaplanet, she's a variety streamer. She's a VTuber who does variety streaming and stuff like that. recently did this like Bob Ross thing, where basically whatchamacallit, her and a couple of other people in the community got together and tried to and did art trying to imitate Bob Ross. Top four. Okay, I see. No way. There we go. I will admit the tetanus effect from grenades is realistic. It's very annoying though. Oh boy. Shotgun. Okay, this should be. And then just all of these. There's the full back wall here. And you, and then you. Okay, and now we press the button. And enemies should stop spawning and we can move on to the next area. Oh, that's nice. So yeah. I forgot about the grenades, yet again. Anyways, so as part of that, they were doing the Bob Ross thing, and so I joined the stream late because of family stuff. And so I was watching and I was like, hey, that looks pretty fun. Can I join?
The last bout. It's sure to be
Now,
a big one.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually plan on drawing. What I was planning on doing is just like chatting, because it was like they were playing, they were drawing, and then also chatting, and I'm a much better chatter than I am a artist, admittedly. So I thought, yeah, I'll just join in and talk a bit and like joke around a bit. And then I was like, you know what, I might as well actually try this art stuff. So I grabbed myself a Bob Ross video. This one, it was, I think the theme was winter night. So it was kind of just like a snowy cabin in the woods and everything. And yeah, so I started drawing, and I will admit, me and Bob Ross are very different. For one, I do not have many years of art experience. For number two, he has actual paint. I do not. I have MS Paint, which is suitable, but let's be honest, it does not compare to having an actual art program. So I started doing it. I was like, it doesn't look too great, but I decided to stick with it. And oh, I've just realized this is a terrible idea of what I've done here. Both the governor and the Muldoon take shotgun ammo. Oh, this was a mistake. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. Grab you. Grab the artifact and let's book it. Book it. Move. Yeah. So, anyways, so I kept drawing and it started to actually look nice. I put in like so the main backdrop was like white snowy night. I added in some trees, painted over so it made like a blizzard effect. Added in some more trees. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Added some more trees, threw on some more paints, started doing like some snowdrifts and stuff like that, then added in like a little cabin and everything. And the end result of that is that it starts to look a little like hold on, where is it? This. Now, I will admit, it's not the best piece of art ever made. It has a lot it can improve on. No, I do not care to edit my image. But I will admit, it's actually pretty good looking. Like, it's like, I mean, obviously I need a lot of work, but it's still a pretty good drawing, and especially like some of the shading and stuff. For example, like the different layers of snow here. This is the deepest snow, and this is snow that's freshly fallen, and then you have this like kind of like sloping effect that goes from like here down here, and there's like a little pathway here with the frosted over windows. So personally, I think it looks pretty good, and most of the people who I've talked to have said, yeah, it's a pretty good piece of art. So nice. Alrighty, we ranked back up. This. Alrighty, well. We're back to 14, unfortunately. Nice. Honestly, that was a good match. There was no PvP, and a good amount of methods to deal with enemies. Cynthia's got like a winter look on. I'm gonna gamble that her like her cape is still broken. It's been broken since day one. But nice.
Use it to optimize your loadout and maximize
Oh,
your
that
plundering
means
power.
we've done her thing. Glyph encounters in a single match, distance, and extract trinkets. Okay, so that one's kind of just like, this is kind of a like practice. Whatchamacallit? Practice doing practice doing the extraction mode. But now we got access to the flare gun, which is quite nice, and then a ton of other guns to buy. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's. Let me see. Ooh, nice. That's actually a pretty good class card. And so now, yes. Ooh, and I have actual weapon reserves now. That's nice. Yeah, look, see, I can buy myself a better hardtack. That's pretty much it. Oh no, I see I can buy myself a green Muldoon and all of these. Okay, that's pretty nice. And then some of these, number of these are much higher, I'm guessing. Phantom Challenge. Oh, so to get some of these rare weapons, they have their own specific quest line, which makes sense. If you just gave people the ability to buy the twin eclipse without having to do anything for it, it is kind of insane because it is a very strong gun. Okay, so Tabitha is the one I can actually do quests for. I'm pretty sure Nelly. Yeah, I can't do anything for Nelly because I do not have the deals, sadly. But yeah. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna cut it off there. I've been playing for like what? Yeah, good amount of time now. So, anyways, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting me, either directly, indirectly. Even if you just like spent 5 seconds watching a video, it still means a lot to me. And really, it means more because it means I need to change something about how I do the videos. But still, no, seriously, I do appreciate it. So thank you to everybody who's well, joined me on this little YouTube adventure so far. And yeah, I've got some fun stuff planned for next year. Actually, a number of fun things. I'm probably going to do more tutorials. So the things I have planned. Number one, or actually I'm going to pull up this thing. So, okay. So a couple of things I have planned for the new year, or like next year in 2025. Doing more tutorials for Tab G and making like an informational course. Like, when I say course, I mean like an actual course. It's like the kind of stuff that you download or like that you have when you're in college. That kind of course. On how to be able to get a, I think it's like 25 kill win in Tab G, which in solo squads specifically, which for most people is a very, very daunting task. And they're like, how, I'm never going to be able to reach that. And it's not impossible at all. I did it once. A lot of people I know managed to do it. For example, Bee Eater, the guy I've been coaching recently, managed to go from an average of like 9 kills per game up to like an average of 18. And he's managed to get 20 and 30 kill games, no issue. So, yeah. It's just a matter of knowledge and, like, knowing what to improve and what not to improve. So, yeah. More, like, weapon... I plan on doing, like, actual weapon guides, because I did a weapon guide, whatchamacallit. I did a weapon guide for the Z92 in this game, in Hawked, which was pretty well done, but admittedly not many people were interested, which is fair, let's be honest, not many people play Hawked, and I'm guessing even less people watch videos about Hawked, so that's to be expected. Even more so because now I do pretty much only Tab G content. But I plan on doing something similar to that, similar to the Renegade's Guide video for like actual Tab G weapons, which is actually pretty needed, mainly because if you take something like the, actually, hold on, let me pull up, whatchamacallit again, Firefox. I really should clean out my hotbar, actually. There you go. I even have a bookmark. Okay, so, let's take something like the FAMAS. Not FMAS, FAMAS. the FAMAS is an assault rifle in the game, and it's a pretty, it's a very strong gun. Now, most of the time, if you're a new player and you pick it up, you're going to think, oh, it's just a fast-firing assault rifle. That's pretty much it. Except here's the thing. The FAMAS is a very unique assault rifle out of all of the other assault rifles in the game, specifically because of the fact that you can actually use it as a substitute to a submachine gun, and it works quite well. And what this means is that you can actually change up your loadout. For example, you can do FAMAS plus Kar 98 and the FAMAS instead of just being a rifle. Because, for example, let's say you do AK plus Kar 98. It's pretty good loadout, but you're going to be a bit weak at close range because the AK kind of loses power in that it's not as effective in that like 0 to 10 meter thing. The FAMAS, it doesn't care if the enemy's at 10 meters, at 15 meters, at 20 meters. Past 20 meters, it's kind of difficult to hit a target, but you can definitely use it, and it actually is more competitive than some of the submachine guns in this game. So that means if you Kar 98 plus FAMAS, you have the FAMAS for very close range, for like short range, for like medium range, all you have to do is aim down sights, and then you have the Kar 98 for everything beyond that. So, yeah. Stuff like that, but most of the time when new people pick up the game, they don't know that that's how the FAMAS works. They just think that the FAMAS is any other rifle, and so they try to use it like any other rifle, leading to their demise. And other stuff like that, so making weapon guides for people to know how to use these things, and also what weapons should go, like, what are weapons designed for. For example, I'll take another gun here, MP40. MP40. Most of the time, people just think the MP40 is kind of a meme gun or like something like that, but it's actually like the MP40 has the advantage of having the highest damage per shot of any submachine gun in the game, and also having the highest range of any submachine gun in the game, which means that like you can use this very well. Like if you're doing like a shotgun submachine gun build, you're probably going to want to bring something like an MP40 because suddenly you have access to the 25, 30, 35 meter range that most submachine guns just lose any effectiveness at. Not the MP40. Yeah, you'll do less damage. It might take you like instead of the damage drops from 32 maybe down to like 20 something, because it does have damage fall off, but even then, so but most people don't realize that when they use the MP40, they just use the MP40 and you're like, oh haha, it's a slow firing, high damage submachine gun, and they don't realize that and that it also works very well with short range loadouts because it has that extra range that most submachine guns don't. So stuff like that. And then a couple of other surprises that you guys will see if I do them, because man, university is difficult. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I did so far. It's not the most thrilling Christmas, but sometimes life doesn't need to be thrilling. Having a bit of peace and quiet and tranquility is also nice. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all. Well, you'll see me next in the next video review that I'll upload. So Merry Christmas, everybody.